is something I've learned, my lessons throughout the program. So, I've learned like every day about inclusive society or inclusiveness. So I've drawn to the conclusion that I understand that an inclusive society is a society that everyone feels comfortable with being themselves or comfortable with their uniqueness, but at the same time still feel the sense of belonging to the society. So, to put it easier, inclusiveness is a combination of individual uniqueness and belongingness. So I remember this slide, and I think I like it so much because like it is a great balance between uniqueness and belongingness. For example, in this program, I feel included because I feel like I'm so comfortable with being myself. I'm comfortable with who I am, but I still feel the warmth, feel acceptance from you guys. You guys are amazing and always friendly to me, and I really appreciate that. So, these are the examples of inclusions I experienced during the program. So the most left picture, I think it's one of my favorite activities. So it is like a tower building when we did upstairs 2 days ago. So we were working as a group, and in each group has different disabilities. Some were blind, some were deaf, and some had some injury. But we still needed to work together with our differences to build the towers. I think this is inclusive, and it's sometimes going to happen in the real life as well. So in the middle picture is a sport we did on the first day. I really enjoyed the sport, despite the fact that I might not be the best at it. I made a lot of mistakes, but I still enjoy it. I kept learning. But this sport is a very inclusive sport. Like, I feel like no matter what age they are, no matter what gender they are, no matter what race they are, or sometimes people with disability can still play it. It's like very inclusive sport. It doesn't require any resource or any physical ability to enjoy it. And on the most right side of the picture, inclusive can be in terms of facility as well. So I walked through many streets in Japan, and I could feel like the facility is top notch. It's amazing. So as you see on the streets, it's very convenient for people on the wheelchairs, because we always have slopes, and people on the wheelchair have no problem helping themselves. And as you can see, the yellow line in the middle was believed to be used for convenience of blind people, maybe. So this is a topic for discussion. We might not be debating today because it might take a lot of time, but this is a question for you to think and maybe have some conversation about it later. Should a sign language be a mandatory subject in school? I mean, there's no right or wrong answer to this, but we can have future discussion about this. So, I'm not an expert in inclusiveness. I never did any research, but this is my opinion of what we should do to create an inclusive society. In other words, how can we become an inclusive leader? So we should do this. I feel like number one is a bit unconventional, but it's quite important to create a low stress environment, because if we are less stressed, we are more relaxed. We have more time to care and think about others. This is why it proves to me more inclusive if we are more stressed, and make everyone feel safe, create facilities, constantly give chances and feedback from the individuals, and take opinions, limitations of the person into consideration as well. So lastly, I'm not always the leader. Even if I'm just a normal person in a society, how can I contribute in making it inclusive society? So never take stereotypes for granted, listen to others, appreciate positive sides, show acts of kindness and warmth, respect privacy, and avoid criticism without enough understanding or information. And lastly, be considerate and be politically correct when it's appropriate. Thank you so much for your attention, and I feel very sad on my last day to see you guys, so hope to see you guys soon in the near future. Thank you.